Lights up on Washington. We are doing our first tag video. Cue the intro. What a do, boo. It's Deasia, and welcome back to my channel, The Black Bell, in which I talk about books. So, I'm already late, but I'm about to do the mid-year book freakout tag. Mid-year freakout book tag. The mid-year book freakout tag. Y'all know exactly what I'm trying to say. You guys know what it is. If you don't know what it is, look it up. You'll find a lot of videos like this, but none like this one. Let's just get into it. Let's just do the darn thing. Okay, so question number 1. Best book you've read so far. I gotta give it up to Miss Acevedo, Elizabeth, for the Poet-X. 5 out of 5 star read. Read it. Read it. Read it. Poet-X is a novel written in verse about a teenage girl named Xiomara. She is a poet, and she uses that poetry to find her voice. That is like the bare minimum I can give you. It is a coming of age story. It is beautifully written. The family dynamic in the story is very like hard hitting for me personally. So I say like I cried. Oh, also it's like Xiomara is Hispanic. So like they have Spanish phrases in here. I'm like, baby, I'm bilingual. 5 out of 5 star read, Elizabeth Acevedo. I still have to pick up her books, Clap When You Land and With the Fire on High. Because absolutely yes. Thank you. Second question is best sequel you've read so far. Okay, so at the beginning of this year, I finished the Fallen Isles trilogy written by Jodi Meadows, the 3rd book, When She Reigns. It was a very satisfying conclusion to a beautiful trilogy. This is like, I'm a dragon nerd now. Well, I'm not a dragon nerd, but I want to be. Like, this is the book that's like, dragons, maybe dragons are for me. So, baby's thick, but she was really good. Like, I fell in love with all of these characters. The world building was great, and like the plot points and the writing. Oh my gosh, yeah. And they're black people, written by a white woman, but done very well, if I do say so myself. Third question: a new release you have but haven't read. The newest, I don't really have like new books, because you know those are expensive. You guys must be rich. So for this question, I chose a book that I should have read when I got it. I got this book last year, but I put it off because I didn't have the book before it in the series. And now that I got that book for Christmas, I still haven't read it. So I'm still only halfway through the Ember Quartet. I still haven't read Every Breath the Gates, this bad boy here, because I don't know. I have no distractions at all, so I can read it because I absolutely loved An Ember in the Ashes. I loved The Torch Against the Night. So I know I want to read these, but I wanted to like give them special time, and that led to me not reading them like a dumbass. So I hopefully I really want to read them in August. That's my birthday month, and also like that's the month where I should have nothing going on. So I'm gonna get this done. 4th question is gonna be your most anticipated release for the second half of the year. I just finished this book, and I need the second one now. The Good Luck Girls by Charlotte Nicole Davis. This book came out of nowhere, and it was a 4 out of 5 star read for me, and I was just like, hells yes the whole time. So it follows 5 girls who are on the run after one of them commits a crime that they cannot come back from. I'm trying to be as vague as possible because I hate going into books knowing too much. And I didn't really know anything about this, and it turned out to be freaking stellar. So, you know what? If you like badass female characters, woot, here you go. Question number 5, biggest disappointment so far. Okay, I was gonna pick Love That Dog. Y'all already know I dragged that shit already, because I have 2 for the next one, so I guess I can have 2 for this one. So biggest disappointment, Love That Dog. I think it's because I did not know what it was about. Like, I thought it was about something totally different than what it's about, and that's why I got a 2 for me. I don't know why I didn't give it a 1. There must have been a line in there that I kind of liked, because it got a 2 for me. It was absolute, like, and the second one I'm putting on this list, I'm putting for this question, not because I didn't like the book. I actually liked the book. I would read it again, but I wanted more. Like, he could do better. Morning Good Night by Lin-Manuel Miranda. I've seen Hamilton, sir. I've seen In the Heights. You don't sell this to me. It was still good, but like more of them should have been catchy. More of them should have rhymed. More of them should have been like, ooh, 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 like some of, oh my gosh. Oh. Good morning, good gracious. Your smile is contagious. Good night then, good gracious. You're one for the ages. I wanted more like that, and I didn't get it. I got one like, good night, level up. What the hell? So that's why I got a 3.5 instead of anything else. But I still enjoyed it. Okay, question number 6 is the biggest surprise so far. I have 2 answers for this one as well, because I was really not expecting this. And it's because, so this first one, it's because I watched the movie and I was like, I don't think I want that. And then I realized it's absolutely nothing like the movie. I'm so mad that I have this cover of it because the book is way better than the movie. I'm offended. I'm still going to do a rant about the movie version of this book because it's what turned me off from this book the whole time. I gave this book a 4 out of 5 stars, a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I think it was really well written. I think I read it on audio as an audiobook, so I think I would have liked it a little bit more if I read it like physically because of the pictures and stuff. But I would go back to look at the pictures and I'll be like, oh, I kind of vaguely remember what they were talking about here, and I kind of think it would have immersed me more into the story if I read it with the pictures. However, it was still really great. Like, I loved Jacob's character. He was doing it. Oh, this book was funny, man. Like, he was doing the damn thing. He was funny. He was like his age and his grief, the way he like felt about his grandfather. It was great. And so I was actually really surprised by it, but that's because I was basing it off of the movie, which is absolute trash. My second surprise is gonna be The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue by Mackenzie Lee. I thought I was gonna hate this book. I don't like historical fiction. I don't like history. So that's why I assumed I wouldn't like historical fiction. But then I read this book, I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars because I absolutely hated the main character of this book at the beginning. And I absolutely loved him. I would die for him at the end of it. And not many books have done that to me lately. So I was like, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I mean, character development out of the world, you know? Like, I'd say pick it up. Number 7 is favorite new author. Either a debut author or an author that is new to you. So I don't know if this is her debut, but she's definitely new to me. Kekla Magoon, author of How It Went Down and Lighted Up and The Summer of Sticks Alone, I think that's what it's called. She's great. I'm currently reading the sequel to this book right now, How It Went Down. I'm reading Lighted Up, and you will be getting a review on those two because it's amazing. I think I gave this a 4.5 out of 5 or a 5 out of 5, but it was great. Like, it was inspiring so much rage in me. I was like, down with the government, like, let's riot. It was just talking that hot mess in just the most accurate way. And I feel like she writes Black people really well. I connected with not every single character in here, but I just felt familiar with everything that was happening in here. And I don't know, that kind of just warms my heart. But then the subject of the book kind of was like ripping my heart out at the same time, because I was like getting like hammered by just like these obvious heartbreaking truths the whole time. And I'm like, damn, Kekla? Okay. Number 8, sadly, is newest fictional crush. And I don't have an answer. None of these guys are doing it for me. I'm so upset. Hopefully the books that I read in the later half of the year have like worthy male characters to pine after, because I'm tired of this. I'm tired of rooting for, I mean, I'm not tired of rooting for the girls, but like all I'm seeing is strong female characters, which thank you. Please put me on to some good books with like worthy male characters to pine after, please. Question number 9, newest favorite fictional character. Alright, for this one I have to go with Miss Ma'am herself, Jane McKean from Dread Nation. She is a survivor. She will do whatever it takes to survive. She knows her worth. She is all of that in a bag of chips. She gets around and is proud of it. Thank you. She would kill a man without blinking. And she's loyal to the bone. I know who I would want on my team. Okay, for questions 10 and 11, I'm using the same book. And yes, it's fair because it applies. Question 10 is a book that made you cry. And question 11 is a book that made you happy. So I am choosing Everyone is an Alien When You're an Alien Too by Johnny Sun. I started tabbing it because I was rereading it, then I ran out of post-it. Like, I ran out of these post-its. I was actually really, like, tight about that. But this book made me cry. And spoiler, when it goes gray, like, I'm giving a spoiler right now, okay? But so in the beginning, I was kind of, like, iffy about it. Because, like, it's getting a little... But I like things that point out, like, the little things in the world. Like, always give me books like that. Please, please, please give me books to remind me to love the little things in the world. Okay? So, I was doing that, right? You guys, when that beaver cut down that damn tree, why did I start crying? Look, you guys, you see this beaver, right? And look at his face. Look at his face. He's realizing what's happening, right? The tree was his first friend. You guys, this page, you would not have known me to be a grown woman, okay? I was sobbing like a baby. But it also made me happy because the end kind of reminds me of, like, sorry, I just read the dedication and it's just, it says, for Lisa, my universe. And he's an alien in the galaxy. How about a 5-star read? Thanks. Question number 12 is the most beautiful book you've received / bought. And no questions asked. Oh my nut. The hair, the complexion, the wardrobe, the eyes, the tattoos, the look. And there ain't shit else I gotta say. Except the color, the font, the glimmer. Y'all thought I was done? Please. Okay, so the last question of the tag is question number 13. What books do you still want to read by the end of the year? So far I've only read 23 books. You haven't seen all of them, obviously, because we didn't all fit into the questions. But I've only read 23 books so far, and my goal is to read 50 books by the end of the year. I think I'm headed in the right direction, though. Like, I think I can make it. I don't want to go into 2022, like, reading a book. I want to have finished all books by December 31st, 2021. I'm not doing it again like this. These are, like, 4 that I saw, and I was like, yeah. I am hoping to get a fictional crush out of this book. Please. I loved Nikolai in Season Storm, so this is a book all about him. That's been out a while. His duology has come out. It's time. And then I have Infinity Sun by Adam Silvera, one of my favorite authors, author of They Both Die at the End. Thank you. The sequel to this one has come out as well, so I better get on it. Turtles All the Way Down by John Green. I loved Looking for Alaska, so let's do it. And finally, I'm going to read Jason Reynolds' book, Look Both Ways, A Story Told in 10 Blocks. I want it to wreck me. I hope it wrecks me. That's it for this book tag, you guys. This is the first one I've ever done, and I hope I did well. So far, like, it's been a good reading year. Like, a couple of them I felt like really, like, they might become, like, favorites of the year. Like, The Poet X, Everyone's an Alien. Those 2 are really, really great. But I just hope the second half of the year brings more excitement and joy. Because yeah, I want, like, some 5 stars, like 5 back to back. So please recommend me some of your 5-star reads, because I'm ready, promotion. I'm ready to bigly bounce. So until next time, love you guys, and peace.